Hello and welcome back to the Pixel Street Podcast. This is episode 185, where this is basically just taking me away from work because my job has not been fun lately. As John can let you know, I was venting to him for the last 10 minutes.
Sorry, I was muted. I was gonna say, definitely not coming with the energy right now. It's more, ugh, ugh, that's
I'm
how you
here.
sound right now. It's like,
Here.
hello, welcome to Pixel Street Podcast.
I promise there's nobody holding a gun to my head off camera. But yeah, we're here. And we're gonna talk about video games. Like, I'm like so out of it. Like we're gonna talk about the MetaQuest like showcase announcement stuff. Like, I completely forgot about that. That's how busy I've been today. So we're gonna talk about that, which I'm very excited about. Sonic Origins, some stuff going on with that, and Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi making a comeback. But before we get to that, let's get some housekeeping out of the way. Well, first of all, I'm Joel. That's John. You know that. We're here every week. Sometimes we're not.
We're here every week unless we're not.
Yeah. I was so close, John, to just being like, you know what, fuck the podcast this week. But no, I'm here, and I got a smile on my face. Yeah, you can follow us on Twitter at Pixel Street. Check out our pinned tweet there to join our Discord where we do Pal Party Nights every once in a while. We've been talking about doing an Among Us one. I do still want to do that. I just got to find the time. Maybe next weekend. I'm busy this weekend. Maybe next weekend. I will keep you all posted. But join the Discord to find out when that is going to happen. What else? Follow us on YouTube at Pixel Street Videos. You can search there. Find all of our Let's Plays, reviews. Me and Will have been reviewing every episode of the Halo TV show, and it's been doing pretty well for us. So if you're watching that, feel free to watch along our review series with it, where we are reviewing every episode.
We're also at 285 subscribers right now, so very getting close to 300 here.
285. Oh, you're at 2.2 thousand views on that. On the How to Play MLB video.
Oh, on the new one?
Yeah. Look at that.
I haven't checked that lately. I've been very busy with work. There's been a couple videos I've wanted to put up lately. I've just been way too busy to get it done at the moment.
So we told John that he should record basically the same exact videos he did last year for the Mlb the Show, because he got like 160 something thousand views or something like that, something crazy. And he put it up thinking like, oh, I don't think we're gonna get that many. But look at us, 2.2.
Well, we're not getting that many.
No,
I highly doubt we'll get that many. But the fact that we got over 2,000 with it already is pretty cool. I mean,
yeah, that's pretty sick.
My whole thing with a little peek behind the curtain here. I write guides a lot for what is now called Double XP. It's no longer GamePer. The name change just happened this week. So I write guides. I write guides for that website. And so for a little bit there, I was like, okay, I'll just start making videos with guides in them. And pretty much all of them have done well. This is something I'm good at. But I also like hit a point where I was like, man, I'm already working on them over here. I don't want to work on them on a YouTube channel that is like something I do that just for fun. But who knows? Maybe I'll find the will to do more of that in the future. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, they do well, so why not?
Yeah.
So it's all up to you, though. I'm not about to do some guides because I don't even know where to start. I would just take your guides you write online and reenact them.
Hey, if you want to do that, go for it.
Sounds more boring than just doing it while you're doing it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, at any rate, let's get into our main topics, John. You want to start with the big one? The big one here? The big daddy?
Yeah, baby.
All right. Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi may be coming back with a big budget reboots from Sega. This is crazy talk, John.
This is Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio talk. Yes.
Yeah, dude. Sonic, the movie, has generated so much revenue for Sega to where they're like, you know what?
Maybe we will bring back some of these beloved franchise that we have just sitting here forever.
You have the money now. Thanks, little fur Sonic.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so they're rumored to be coming back, huh? How'd
Yeah,
that?
they're rumored. Apparently, Sega wants these things to be like gigantic properties as well. Something that you keep coming back to play. They likened it to Fortnite. Now, whether or not Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio have the ability to become Fortnite, I
Yeah.
have heavy, heavy doubts on. But
So
that's
that thought process kind of is off-putting when you think of these two franchises, right?
yeah.
Like to make a game that you want to keep coming back to, like that does not necessarily describe what Jet Set Radio Future is.
So
Um,
I've never played any either of the Jet Set Radios, but for Crazy Taxi, I think that is a good idea because that is a game that you jump into, you play a few minutes, maybe
yeah,
you only play 1 or 2 rounds of it, but you're coming back to it because it's so much fun.
yeah, and they could go the route where they're just adding, new trips, stuff like that you have to
Hmm.
do. Maybe eventually add like new areas to the map, which
Yeah.
could be cool. But yeah, Jet Set Radio is very much just like if you've played Sunset Overdrive, John, it's that is like in my head a Jet Set Radio clone in a way, where like you're grinding on all the rails and stuff. You just don't have rollerblades. That's all it is.
Hmm.
Um, so it's very much a game similar to that, where it's kind of just like a single player experience. So yeah, I don't know.
All right.
I don't know how I feel about that for that kind of game, but I
Hmm.
guess we'll see what they do. I mean, ever since Fortnite's blown up, every game company that's making games like, oh, we got to do that, we got to do that, like we got to make people
Yeah.
keep coming back, spending money,
This
and that's
is
just not the case. Like even Halo has said that's like they want it to be a game that everybody comes back to, whereas like me and you, we finished the battle pass, have not gone back, right? Like
yeah.
I play a match here and there, but I'm not playing it like every day like I was when it first came out.
Yeah, this is just kind of a thing that's been happening ever since the first Destiny released and it got really big. It's every game wants to be the only game you play. And that's something
Feasible.
that is it's great when it works out for things like Fortnite, PUBG, Overwatch, insert X game here. But when it
Crazy
doesn't work
Taxi.
out, when it doesn't work out, your Marvel's Avengers, that other Square Enix game. I can't even remember the name of at the moment.
Outriders.
Outriders, Ubisoft's Hyperscape. Like there are some massive failures, and that's really where I see something like this potentially ending up if they don't do it right. Now, bringing back Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi, they were both around the 2000 mark. That's when they were released. It was very early 2000s. Obviously you're going to need to modernize them. So I asked in the Discord, how would you modernize either of these games to come back? I meant more of like gameplay or just theme modernizations, but we got a couple responses. First, Major Pain 189 says, uh, obviously better graphics and more stuff to do. He says, I don't know, add some original driver elements into it, like using blinkers and following traffic laws. I have a feeling you've never played Crazy Taxi, Casey.
I agree. I agree, but also that would be like a fun, quirky little game mode to add in, where it's like you have to stop at the lights. I don't know.
Joel, have you ever played Grand Theft Auto where you start obeying the traffic laws because you're
Yeah,
that bored and you don't know what else to do?
yeah. You're that bored, and then you get even more bored.
Yeah. And then also Forbidden Wario, Spencer, he says Crazy Taxi modernization has to be to be an Uber driver or something. So Crazy
Makes
Uber.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that would
mean, it
make
wouldn't be.
sense.
It would still probably be called Crazy Taxi just because that name is so massive. It just might
Yeah.
be that you like are looking at your phone in game accepting drives, but I like it. It all depends, right? Because like the Crazy Taxi we know is basically just like it's chaos, right? You're just
Hmm.
driving to anybody you see that's standing on a sidewalk waving like, "Hey, give me a ride, give me a ride." And it's kind of
Yeah.
a timed thing. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know how that would relate to Uber unless it's just
Hmm.
like I I don't know. Every time
Um,
you drop somebody off, you open the app and accept a
Right.
request.
Yeah. We also just got another reply here. Zach Beechler says he thinks they need to add music from today and character customization. Starting off with the music thing for Crazy Taxi, at least. That is a massive. That's going to be a big hotspot for whenever this game comes out, because that soundtrack they had with the Offspring and everything in there, that was
But
iconic.
the Offspring
I
has to
wouldn't
be
go
in this
with
game.
music from today. What's that?
The Offspring has to be in the game, right?
The
Like,
Offspring, yes.
there's no way you release this without the Offspring.
No, you need the Offspring. You need other bands and music from that ilk. I wouldn't put in. There's a very certain kind of music that works in this game, kind of like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. You don't put in something like mumble rap, or I don't think a dubstep song would work in a game like this. You need that very like, oh, what's the word? Kind of like grungy alternative band that just they're just there to be loud, pretty much. That's the kind of thing you need for Crazy Taxi. Jet Set Radio, maybe a little more modern music would work. Um, I
I
don't. You
think
would
Jet
have to.
Set Radio. I think Jet Set Radio would be really cool to have like some lo-fi beats too and stuff, along with
Ooh,
probably
that's a good call. I like
some other
that. Yeah.
techno stuff. Just because like I feel like that's, I don't know, it just would feel chill to be like roller skating around, right? Like tagging
Hmm.
graffiti and stuff. But yeah, if anything, I think Jet Set Radio would probably have more modern music,
Yeah.
as opposed to Crazy Taxi. Because like you said, the music in Crazy Taxi is just so iconic, and
Hmm.
like you said, comparing it to like Tony Hawk, where Tony Hawk had like, some rock music and like ska music. Like there's very iconic like sounds, with both. But yeah, Crazy Taxi, that game's great, man. I love
Yeah.
those games.
As for character customization, yeah, that's a given on both sides. On the Jet Set Radio side, because you have rollerblades and a helmet, right? That's like the main thing with your
Yeah.
character. Then I would say like you could work in so many different kind of skins for that. You could make like a Sonic the Hedgehog skin for that game. Maybe a Yakuza guy, just kind of stuff like that. The car customization would be awesome as well in Crazy Taxi. Just color it however you want, paint decals on there. I think something like that would be really cool as well.
Yeah, another thing for Crazy Taxi that could be interesting is if they had like a, kind of like how Forza lets you customize races. If they did something like that in Crazy Taxi, I don't know exactly how it would work. Whereas if like
Mhm.
it's like a time trial to like, take this person from point A to point B, but it could be something, it could be difficult depending on the route you take. I think that
Mhm.
could be pretty interesting and a good way for them to keep content coming. Because like with Forza Horizon 5, like it's kind of endless, right? Because people can create so many different like race circuits with different classes of cars or very specific cars. It really could go on forever with the amount of content that could be there. So that'd
Yeah,
be
for
interesting.
sure. Yeah, I've just never understood how that really works for a game that is supposed to be just like a big open sandbox. But I guess yeah, if you're just gonna like lock off certain areas of it and make your own course, that would work. Yeah. Um, yeah, the big thing with me with both of these is you have to keep that single player magic there. They say they want this to be Fortnite, so they're obviously I could see them working in some kind of battle royale mode for Jet Set Radio and for
All right,
Crazy
John. So hear me
Taxi.
out. 99
Oh,
taxis drop from a giant blue bus in the sky, right?
okay, all right. You're
And
reminding me
the
a lot of Forza Horizon right now, but okay.
it and the winner of the match is whoever spent the most money on the skin for their taxi. Ah,
Yeah.
you hear me out here? Money,
I'm
John.
hearing you.
Money. How are they
Got to
gonna
get it.
monetize these games? Is it gonna be cosmetics?
I think cosmetics, skins, and different car looks. I think stuff like that would be a perfect way to do it. They could go really awful with it. There was what racing game is it? It might be one of the Gran Turismos that makes you pay to get a single use out of a paint for a car, which is just awful. It might not be Gran Turismo. It might have been something else, but yeah, there's a really bad
That's
one out
awful.
there. Yeah. But no, I think both of these games are ripe with character cosmetics. Like I said, you can pull from all of the Sega franchises for either of these, really. And then you can also dip your toe into other areas, like they did with Super Monkey Ball. They got like Hello Kitty, and I think there was a Dragon Quest character in there or something like that as well. So there's a lot of potential for that stuff. I would really hope, though, that when it comes to the gameplay, yeah, they can include some kind of multiplayer options, but I want those single player offerings as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what they bring for both of these franchises. Considering like it's
Yeah,
been a long time since we've gotten anything from either of them.
yeah, for
But
sure.
thanks Sonic, thanks Sonic the movie, and
Thanks,
Sonic the
Sonic.
movie too.
And now moving on, Sonic, what the fuck? So
Yeah,
today, Joel,
go ahead.
a new trailer was released for Sonic Origins. This is a remaster of Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, and then also Sonic CD. We've known that this was coming for a while. They revealed it last year, but they've revealed a really cool trailer. They did all the like Sonic Mania animations and uh, we're showing it off, and it looks great. Very excited. You can play as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles in any of the games. Very excited for this to play it. But they're kind of starting an uproar in the Sonic community because they have a really weird uh, monetization model here. If you want to pull it up, I put it in the podtext channel. They put up a chart for all of the DLC offerings that this game has. And I remind you, these are all games that released on the Sega Genesis slash Sega CD. There are one, two, three, four, five different uh tiers that you can purchase to get the stuff. The only way you can get everything this game has to offer is to buy the $45 deluxe edition, and you have to pre-order it. But the main game's only $40, so $5 extra isn't bad. It's just the fact that, all right, here's the stuff that you get with pre-ordering the game. You get 100 bonus coins, you get mirror mode unlocked, and then a letterbox background. That's only if you pre-order it. If you get the premium fun pack and the classic music pack, which are included in the digital deluxe, you get hard missions, character animations in the main menu, camera controls over the main menu islands, character animations during music islands, and additional music tracks from Mega Drive slash Genesis titles. So Joel, let me ask you, would you pay extra money just to have animations of characters on a main menu in a game? Like nothing you do with them on this main menu does anything. They'll just like maybe dance a little. Does that sound worth the money to you?
But you know what? If I was gonna buy the game, I'd probably just spend the $5 extra to make sure I have everything.
That is true. Yeah. My whole thing with this is it's just so weird. There are some people that are like
It's
legitimately mad, but I'm just
it's
like,
a weird
why?
it's a weird decision. It's like somewhere along the way they're like John, imagine you imagine you work for for Sega, right? And you're working on this
Mhm.
Sonic thing, and they're like, "Well, John's done with his project. What should he do?" He's like, "Well, what does John want to do?" And John's like, "I want to animate the characters for the menus." And they're like, "All right, but like technically we
Five
can't afford to
dollars.
have you. Technically we can't afford to have you do that." It's like, well, if it's gonna take me the next 3 months to do it, I think we need 20,000 people to pay $5 to pay for it. What do you think? They're like, yeah, sounds good to me. It's to the little add it onto the list of things on this fucking chart that is already too long of
Yeah.
pre-order
For
bonuses and
Sega
deluxe
Genesis
edition.
games. That's what these are. That's what gets me. It's like this is stuff that should be unlocked in the game. If I beat a game, let me get the hard mode unlocked in that. I don't need to pay for that. That's stupid.
It does
Um
look pretty sick though. Like I wish I had a comparison of the old versus the new because I have the
mhm.
trailer running on repeat here and
Yeah.
it looks really cool. It like
Yeah.
I'll play them for sure.
Oh, me too. These are some of my favorite games of all time. I'm still buying it, and I might buy that extra $5 just to have it because it's only $5. I'm not necessarily angry like some people are about this, but it is a very weird decision that just doesn't make too much sense to me, in all honesty.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird. I
Yeah,
don't know why they would do that.
yeah,
And this could be one of those things where like they hear enough backlash or they're like, "All right, here you go."
Yeah, they might just offer it up or something. Who
I,
knows?
I mean, they changed the whole look of the fucking movie, right? Because there was enough
They did do
backlash.
that. we cyberbullied a film studio into changing a movie to make it better, and it was made a lot better. So I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but it worked out in that situation.
Did work.
All right. Moving on, last bit of main topic stuff here. Let's go into a list of everything announced at the MetaQuest Gaming Showcase. I know you were excited for this. You're much more into VR gaming than I am, but looking at this list of stuff here, there's some interesting things in here. First off, we've got Ghostbusters VR. I'm not sure if that link I gave you has the
Trailer.
trailers for these or
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It does.
I,
Okay.
I'm watching as we go.
Okay.
Yo, this is like Phasmophobia.
Oh, is it?
It looks like it. I don't know too much about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Hey,
getting
you know
that
what?
vibe
Uh,
though.
yeah, I'm watching it now too. Yeah, that does seem pretty cool. Um, that makes a lot of sense actually after the big success that Phasmophobia has had. Yeah, I could see
Resident
something like that.
Resident Evil 4: The Mercenaries VR is out today. So it's a mode.
Yeah,
Oh, how old
yeah,
am I?
that's a side game mode for the game.
I've never
Because
played any Resident Evil 4, so
mm, yeah, Resi 4 is very popular. That's many people's favorite game in the series. That was already out, I believe, for MetaQuest, but um, the game mode coming out today is new. Beyond that, we've got The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2, another game that was very popular when it came out. This is one that I want to play because I really enjoyed The Walking Dead. I know some people like to give it crap, but I've always been a big fan of that
are
series.
you like caught up to date with The Walking Dead?
No, I know they're on their final season though, so I want to get caught up.
I think I stopped watching when, like, I guess this is a spoiler if you haven't watched The Walking Dead.
Go
Um,
for it. There's a lot of people that don't care.
okay, when Glenn dies, that's
Yeah,
when I stopped.
yeah.
That's when the hype died down for me, and I kind of just like let it be.
Yeah. I used to be very committed to that show. I loved it so much, and I would get the graphic novels, and I read through a lot of them. Took
NFL
some,
Pro Era is the first
yeah.
officially licensed VR NFL game, and it will let you take your favorite team to the Super Bowl. All right, I gotta see this.
Yeah. So this is just a quarterback thing, I think.
Okay, yeah.
When you and
So yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you and I talked about this a few weeks ago. I remember, and I was wondering how it would work out, and it looks like you were right on the money with this.
Yeah, there was a Patrick Mahomes like game. It wasn't official NFL, but it was like this where you are just the quarterback and you got to make the throws and stuff. This looks
Hmm.
pretty cool. If it's cheap enough, maybe I'll try it out.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, they
Among
actually
Us
show him
VR,
like running
gentlemen.
as well, which
This
is
is
interesting.
Among Us VR is going to be great. This is going to be a
Yeah.
ton of fun, and I can't wait.
Hmm.
Yeah, I hope that this is also like not like an Oculus exclusive thing, right? Because like I want to be able to play it with Will too. And if
When
it Sorry, go ahead. What were you going to say?
uh when was it like actually announced? It was not too long ago, right? I'm trying to
Probably
figure
in the
out.
past year.
I'm trying to figure out if it was announced during like a PlayStation thing or not.
Because they wouldn't have advertised a VR thing for PlayStation.
Yeah,
I can't remember. You know, it doesn't make sense for them to have announced it for PlayStation, considering they're going to release PSVR 2.
yeah. It's just that it's see, teamwork, grab your headset and get ready for all the same fun as the original game in VR. It's nothing about it being exclusive, so I don't think it is.
That excites me. Moving on, Moss Book 2 continues Quill's story on MetaQuest 2 this summer. Is this a sequel?
Yeah. Moss is one of the first PlayStation VR games, I believe. So, um, yeah, I know it was very popular when it came out.
Oh no, so I think this is already on PSVR.
Oh, okay,
So this is just it coming to Oculus because I think it
okay,
is already on Steam as well. So
all right,
Bone
cool.
Lab builds on everything Boneworks did so well. This is a
I don't know
game that
Boneworks.
I've never played it, but this is a game that Brent told us that we should play. I
Oh, okay.
remember you. I remember you were harping on VR on Twitter at one point, and Brent said, "Yo, don't say anything until you try out Boneworks." But yeah, that's cool. I know people are super into that. Build the city of your dreams in Cities VR. Whoa. What?
Whoa.
Am I just gonna be like a giant like I am? That's basically what it is. You're just a giant overlord
Okay.
like building buildings and stuff. That's pretty
S-
sick, actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that hasn't already been done. That seems like something VR would be perfect for.
Beat Saber electronic mixtape adds Dead Mouse, Marshmallows, Pendulum, and more. That's cool.
You
I
getting
like
that?
Dead Mouse.
Yeah.
Probably, and it's actually one of the games I have to talk about today. So,
Oh,
yeah,
gonna talk about Dead Mouse 5?
Dead Mouse 5. Red Matter 2 will pick up right where the original left off and will take you across the solar system. No idea what that is.
Nope, neither.
Aspire 2 brings players back into the world of spies, and this time they can bring a friend with them. All right?
Yeah.
Become a powerful wizard. These games are probably really cool too, but it's like it's so hard for me to commit to like even trying a VR game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like I don't want to spend $60 on something and then be like, oh well, this game makes me sick. I will never
Yeah,
play it
right.
again. Become a powerful wizard in the narrative-driven adventure Ruins Magus.
I think it's Ruins Magus. Yeah. Those last few
That's it.
aren't that interesting to me, but there was some cool stuff in there. If I had a Oculus, I would probably look for that Ghostbusters, The Walking Dead, Among Us, of course. Like that's some really good looking stuff there.
Yeah, so one thing that I brought up last time when we heard that this was announced was I thought that they would have brought up the San Andreas VR port coming to Oculus,
Hmm.
but apparently they did not, which is surprising.
Yeah, it's probably just not ready yet. Who
It's
knows?
bad.
It's very bad, probably. You know what? San Andreas, not that great. So,
It is a great game. Get out of here.
all right. All the
The
like
remaster.
re-releases of it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
That's
Not
what I
great.
meant. Sorry.
Yeah,
No,
you can't
I'm
just
sure
say
the
Santa.
original game's
You,
fine.
John, you can't make a blanket statement like that and get away with
You're
it.
right. You're right. All Grand Theft Auto 6. No, I don't even believe that.
Just the
Okay.
remakes.
Yeah, just remakes. Okay. Moving on. Quick news. The Rock and Amazon are working on the It Takes Two movie, and apparently
Is
The
that what
Rock
he was talking about?
and The Rock
Oh
may
my god.
potentially be starring in it. It sounds like at the very least he's producing it, but he may also star in it.
Okay.
You good? Okay. I was expecting more than that.
Well, no,
There
it
are.
was like because remember when he teased like I'm working on like a huge game that like everybody loves or something like that. It's like technically he's right, but at the same time it's
It
like
was
not
Game of
what
the Year last year.
it's not what anybody was expecting it to be. If this
I
is what he was
also
referring to,
I also think that there may be potentially another one because didn't he also say it's one of the most badass games? And badass is not what comes to mind with It Takes Two.
he did say badass. So
Yeah,
maybe he's gonna be in this Minecraft movie.
maybe. Jason Momoa may be
Yeah,
starring in that. I guess.
Jason Momoa. I hope he's
Uh,
Steve too. That'd be fucking hilarious.
right. Just get Steve and get Jason Momoa and The Rock in there. That would be amazing. Okay. There are Easter eggs for Bungie's next game in Destiny 2. Joel, are you gonna find them?
Not a chance in hell, John. You know how much stuff there is in this game? There's no way I'm finding
It'll
it.
be easy. Like the Destiny Easter egg in Halo ODST was just like a
Destiny.
it was just a poster with
Yeah.
the big orb thing, and it just said Destiny awaits. It'll probably just be easy like that.
Yeah, it'll be easy to find once you know what the next game is.
Yeah, yeah. We already know it's codenamed Matter or something like that. All
Something
right.
like that.
Overwatch 2 developers are not happy that the game got delayed. In an interview, one of them said that the delays have been because of production costs. And yeah, that not much more to say about that. There's a lot of news coming out of Activision Blizzard lately.
Hey, Blizzard, I have a pro tip for you. If you just charge an extra $5 to animate your characters in the menu, we can
On the
cover
main
those
menu,
costs. We can
not in the
cover those
game.
costs. We can cover
Yeah.
those production costs. No further delays needed.
Yes. Um, Doomfist and Orisa have had their reworks announced. If you're interested in that, I covered both of them on doublexp.com. You can check out Orisa's got like a brand new ultimate. She's like completely different than she is in the game right now. And Doomfist is making the jump from a damage character to a tank. So very big updates for both of those characters if you enjoyed both of them in the game already. Amy Hennig is working on a new Star Wars game, so who knows if this one will actually come out or not, but it's cool that she's working again.
I want to go back to the Overwatch 2 thing. And
Oh,
you're
okay.
talking about how so these characters are changing, right? And that
Yeah.
means and since it's crossplay with Overwatch 1, correct?
Yeah.
That means that they're changing in Overwatch 1 as well technically, right?
Yes.
So this means that like in 5 years, maybe even less, probably even less, let's be honest, there's going to be like custom PC servers like off of like the Blizzard servers of people that are just like, "Oh, fuck these new like reworks. We like the OG shit." That's what's going to happen, isn't it?
You could do something like that already with the custom workshop. It's not as in depth as that because you can only adjust certain aspects of each character, but you could kind of do something like that. Just it would be different, but I think people could work around that. But yeah, I'm with you. That 100% is going to happen at some point.
Yeah, I
They'll,
mean
they'll
the
just put
same
up
way
a thing like classic Overwatch or something like that.
yeah, well, even if it's not in the even if Blizzard doesn't do it themselves, the fan base is going to find a way to do it like
Yeah.
separate outside of the game. The same way that they
Mhm.
fucking have World of Warcraft Classic, right?
Yeah.
Before WoW even came out with it themselves for
Mhm.
years.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, fucking nerds. Play Overwatch.
All good. Also in WoW news, 2 new expansions were revealed. There's a dragon one for new WoW and for WoW Classic, the one with Arthas in it. I can't remember what either are called because I don't play WoW, but I remember
King?
Arthas from Warcraft 3, and I don't know. Warcraft 3 is great. So
The Lich King.
Lich King, yes. Oh, where was I? Digimon Survive finally has a release date. It's coming on July 29th. This game was
What is this
revealed.
game?
This is a game that was revealed back in 2018, and people have been very excited for it. I think the latest thing that they put out was some kind of trailer, and I watched it and I was like, "Oh, this isn't for me." It looked like it was like a top-down strategy game. You know, those games that you and I don't like.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how excited I am for it. Maybe I have to look into it further. Chris Novak, who helped design Game Pass and achievements for Xbox, has left the company to take a break from working and focus on his life. Obviously, a very accomplished guy if he can just quit working and focus on his life for a while. But hey, got a lot of good stuff out of that. He also worked on xCloud stuff, and there's a whole list of things that he's worked on while working at Xbox. So good for him. The DualSense can now be updated on a PC, so Windows 10 and 11 can now integrate it. You don't have to have a PS5 around just to update your controller. And then ending on some weird news, someone made their imaginary friend come to life with AI in in a microwave, and it said it wanted to kill them. So yeah, this is one of the more odder things that you will see come out. This guy's name is Lucas Rosado, and essentially, when he was a kid, he had an imaginary friend that lived in his microwave, or maybe it was his microwave. He would like always talk to it and everything. So he said, "Okay,
No,
I
that's
want."
not imaginary. His friend is a microwave.
Right.
That microwave, it's not
I
an imaginary microwave friend. That
when
microwave
I
existed.
listening to learning about this made me think of the brave little toaster, in all honesty, because I would like look at my toaster and be like, are you gonna come alive, are you gonna talk to me or something? um but yeah, he integrated some computer stuff. He made an AI in his microwave, and it was starting to do some disturbing things. uh it was organically bringing up conversations. um let's see, the eerie thing was that because his training data included all main interactions I had with him as a child, the kitchen appliance knew things about me that no one else did in the world. um, while most of our conversations flowed naturally, every now and then Magnetron, oh yeah, its name was Magnetron, by the way, would exhibit sudden bursts of extreme violence towards me. What was going on? Was I doing something wrong? Or is all AI just doomed to eventually become violent? So it did a little poem here where it said, "Roses are red, violets are blue. You're a backstabbing bitch, and I will kill you." 10%. Oh, that's when it hit me. 10% of the memories on his training data detailed his time in World War One, including some of the most traumatic memories of his life, such as the loss of his entire family. Did I just give an AI PTSD? So yeah, there's like this whole thing where like his imaginary friend was also like a British man from World War One era, and this is a whole thing. If you want to look it up and see this, he has a whole thread on Twitter talking about it. It's at underscore Lucas Rosado, and
Neat.
it is quite a thing.
Yeah, there's a whole
Joel,
video.
is there? Oh,
Yeah, at the end there's a whole YouTube video. It's like 35 minutes long.
oh, damn. All right. So yeah, if you want to learn about how your microwave really wants you to die, check that out.
Yeah, sure.
Joel, what you playing?
MLB the Show, John. It never changes. I do my dailies. I do some more conquest stuff. They did come out with the Jackie Robinson Day stuff, which was really cool. It was easy to do. It was just
Super
like
easy.
get a hit with Jackie Robinson. You unlock a bunch of stuff like a pack, I think, a Jackie Robinson card, a bat, skin, other stuff. It's cool that they do that every year. I love it. But yeah, they did their first like roster update since the season started this past Friday as well, which is interesting because you'll get players who weren't even on teams just show up now and you know be rated like
Un-
64 overall, and then
yeah, until that point, Albert Pujols wasn't on the Cardinals, and the new Japanese player for the Cubs wasn't even in the game yet.
yeah,
Suzuki, I can't remember his
which,
first
which
name.
is which is wild that he wasn't even in the game yet because he's been on the
Yeah.
Cubs like all spring training, right? So,
Well, they did sign him like right before spring training started, I think.
but yeah, but still, Craig Kimbrell and AJ Pollock, they were already swapped on teams, and that
Yeah,
trade
but
happened like
my
right
thing is that
before.
those guys were already in the game from like the past. Suzuki was completely brand
No,
new.
yeah, but
Like
so was Pujols, right? He got traded before the
Pujols
season
has been
started.
no, I'm not talking about a trade here. Suzuki played in
Oh,
Japan, so he wasn't in the game
no,
at
no, yeah,
all.
no, yeah, I know, but you said that this past update put Pujols on the Cardinals, right?
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm right there with you that Poole should have already been
Yeah, I don't know
there.
why they didn't do that.
That just doesn't make sense to me. But the Suzuki thing I can kind of understand. But they do have him. He's rated like 73, and he's like one of the best hitters in the early portion of the season right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's probably just gonna go up next content update,
Oh
but
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I haven't really played on Switch much lately, just because I haven't felt an urge to play in bed or anything. But the Switch version, it definitely lacks graphically for sure. like I said, it's playable. It runs at a steady 30 frames. I
Hmm.
did come across some TikToks where it was doing weird stuff, like where like the guy would hit it like between the third baseman and the shortstop, and then the third baseman would like be going slow. It looked like the ball's gonna pass him, and I know where he just like teleports to the ball. So
Mm,
like I don't know if that's like a switch thing or if it's like an aspect ratio thing that makes it look like that. I'm not really sure. Um, but yeah, I love MLB the Show, and I will not stop playing it until I get bored and they stop
yeah,
bringing out content for it. Pretty much.
yeah. I've been playing more MLB as well. I've got nothing more to say. Franchise is fun still for me. That's what I love about
Oh,
it.
uh, the mini seasons glitched on me.
Oh
I
yeah.
think I told you last week at some point that I got to the championship in mini seasons and I stopped playing because we were recording the podcast or something. Um, and when I went back, every time I click on mini seasons within Diamond Dynasty, it comes up with like a server error. But there is no server error because I can do everything else in Diamond Dynasty. So now that save is corrupted. Now I just got to restart it, I guess, which is really fucking dumb. Because I
Yeah.
played through the whole season, which was like 15 game season,
Hmm.
and now I got to restart it.
That sucks. I've also been playing more Back for Blood. I think I talked about this last week,
Yeah,
or maybe not.
you did.
Was it last week? Okay, yeah. The Tunnels of Terror expansion is so much fun. I I went through, beat the whole game on veteran. Now I'm starting on nightmare. That one's been a little tougher, but I've got a lot of cool cards in here. They have a new supply line where you pay skull totems, which are only found in the tunnels. Um, there's legendary weapons that you can get now. There's a lot of cool stuff in this game. I'm having a ton of fun with Back for Blood again. Uh, I it's to the point where I was like, man, if this was out at the game's launch, I think this would have helped the game perform so much better. I understand why it wasn't. Obviously, that's something that they weren't ready to put in the game yet, but just the whole loot aspect of the game where if I'm in a level and I want to take a challenge and go down and get a ton of loot, a ton of currency, stuff like that, so I can be more powerful for my run going forward, I can do that. That's just great to me. It's so much fun, and I'm really enjoying it. But not much more to say on that, honestly, since I talked
I
about it last week.
I either downloaded Back for Blood or thought about it. I can't remember, but I want to try it. I want to try that new
Yeah,
DLC with you sometime, so
yeah, for sure.
I'll make sure it's installed.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Other than that, I'm back on Phoenix Wright, Spirit of Justice. I'm on the last episode. I'll talk about that next week, maybe.
Cool.
Yep.
The other thing I've been playing is Beat Saber. So I've been going to the gym like every other day, and on the days I don't go, I work out in VR. I play a game called Supernatural a lot, which is like heavily fitness focused, and it's similar to Beat Saber. I've talked about it in the past, but you're like holding bats, and it's just a really good workout. But they came out with at the end of last week a Fall Out Boy music pack for Beat Saber, and I picked that up this week, and I played through it today, and it was probably my favorite music pack that they've added to the game. Like not just because like I like some of their songs. Like I'm not a huge Fall Out Boy fan. Elise is a huge Fall Out Boy fan, but
Mhm.
um, like I like some of the songs. But I think that the like patterns that they have you hitting the targets in is just more fun than most other stuff that they've added.
Mhm.
And it was challenging. Like I was sweating at the end of it. Like I was panting. I was swearing at myself at times. But yeah, it's a ton of fun. I think they added 10 songs from Fall Out Boy, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Beat Saber's a great game. Like it
Yeah.
truly is. It's probably the game that like made me get VR when I did for the PSVR because they announced that it was coming to PSVR before the PSVR launched. It didn't come out at launch, but they announced that it was in the works, so that's what made me get my PlayStation VR at launch. Um, but yeah, Beat Saber's dope. I just wish that they had more regular music packs because I think the
Mhm.
last one that was released was like probably 6 months ago, and it's like really
Wow.
unfortunate that. That's how slow they come out. And I don't
That
think it's
is
so
odd.
much I don't think it's so much of like them not being able to produce them as fast. I think it's like them getting the licensing for this stuff. Um so the other game I play, Supernatural, right? This is the other workout one I do. It
Hmm.
has a monthly subscription. So I pay $20 a
Oh.
month to them to like work out with it. But the thing is like they have licensed music and they have new music every day, and I think that that's why they're able to do it is because of that subscription. They're probably pitching, these record labels and stuff as if this is another Spotify, right? Where they're getting revenue every month based on plays and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So I think that that's kind of where the business models are different. Whereas Beat Saber has to go to an artist and say, hey, we're willing to give you this much money to use this many of your songs in our game, or whatever the case may be. And that might be a harder sell on some artists than the Spotify or premium music model, whatever you use, Apple Music or Spotify.
Hmm.
Just because they probably get a bigger cut out of that than just taking a lump sum. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the logistics are of it. All I know is I want Rock Band to come back. Talking about music partnerships, I want a new Rock Band game.
You do? Do you want to buy more guitars and drum
Dude,
sets and stuff?
I would in a heartbeat. I would buy a whole set again. Like,
Okay.
be, you can't find a Rock Band 4 set anywhere, and if you do, it's like $800. It's insane, John. It's
Hmm.
absolutely insane. And because they don't make them anymore. Wait, who made it? Was it Mad Cats that was making them, and they're out of business now?
Yeah. Well, wait.
Was it Mad Cats making?
I
I
don't
don't.
think it was Mad Cats.
Either way, they stopped making them. And at one
Yeah.
point, they made a adapter that you could use for your Xbox One that would let you use the old drum set and stuff from the 360.
Hmm.
But they only sold so many of them, and even still, those things are like $200 or $300 just to buy those third party now. Like, get them from somebody.
Hmm.
It just doesn't make sense. And the thing is, I think they are still coming out with music in Rock Band 4, which is fucking
Aren't.
insane.
Yeah, I could see that. Rock Band
Because
has
like it's
ever
it's
since
not a
Rock Band
lot.
came out. I think that's been the more popular one over Guitar Hero, especially with
Yeah.
Guitar Hero Live, how they changed up the neck of it and
Yeah,
everything. I
yeah.
don't think people like that. Um, I there was talk of with the Xbox acquisition of Activision Blizzard that we could see some series make a comeback. I'm not sure. Is Rock Band? No, Guitar Hero is owned by them. So maybe we see Guitar Hero come back at some point. Maybe you'll get your wish there. It's just I think that
I like Rock Band more.
that genre was just there was so much in so little time that came out during that time. It was like just it was just so much at once that I think it really burnt out a lot of people. I'm right there with you though. I really enjoyed those games. I have the Rock Band 4 guitar actually sitting behind my TV right now,
Nice.
and I could just download the game and play it whenever. But if there was a new one with new music, updated regularly and everything like that, I would 100% be down to play it.
Yeah, Will has Rock Band 4, like the whole set, like two guitars, the drums, the
Mm,
mic, and it's a ton of fun to play every time we go over to his house. Um,
nice.
Especially because he has a super nice like theater like sound system. It's pretty insane. But yeah, I want another Rock Band, man.
I'd be down for
Like
that. Yeah.
even if you don't make another Rock Band, just make a new set that I can buy to play Rock
Yeah.
Band 4 with, because it's
Just make
frustrating.
just update Rock Band 4 for new gen, and then yeah, release new make more of the plastic instruments
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
And I think part of Rock Band 4 too is you could import tracks from the previous games, right?
Yes, I believe so. If you bought it on past games, you could play it on that one. I could be wrong about that because
I think that's a thing, but I think
Rock
that they
Band
might
4 is
have
the only
stopped
one
doing
I've
it.
played.
I
Yeah.
think that they might have stopped doing it though after a certain point,
Hmm.
but I don't know. But yeah, that's going to end episode 185 of the Pixel Street podcast. As always, you can follow us on Twitter at Pixel Street or YouTube, Pixel Street Videos. Yeah, check out our pinned tweet on Twitter to join the Discord for Pal Party Nights. Let us know in the comments below what you thought of or what you think of the show, good or bad. We are always trying to improve it. You can follow me on Twitter at Campo63 or twitch.tv/Campo63. John, where are you at on the internet?
On Twitter, I am at Rovek Shadows, and you can find my writing on doublexp.com. No longer Gameper. So check.
Well, what's a game per?
I've never actually asked what it means, but starting out, it was an Indian website, and it's some kind of Indian saying. I think it's supposed to be something like
Indian?
What?
Wait, what are you saying?
Indian? It started out in India. It's an Indian website.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I would have to ask one of the co-founders of it what it actually means, but I'm not too sure. It means something in Indian. I know that much.
Okay.
But now it's double XP. So now everyone knows, hey, double XP, that's a gaming thing.
Yeah. All right, well, we will be right back here next week with episode 186 of the Pixel Street podcast. Check out doublexp.com. Bye.
Bye.